Hello and good morning. Today we are going to be exploring the ruins of Ephesus, and right now we're heading to Virgin Mary's house. We'll check that out and then go explore the rest of the ruins here.
My name is Dervis, but not the wording one. I tell my bro, ask me whatever he wants. Small model. This is the place where we are now, number 4. But the original gate of Ephesus starts from the bottom gate, number 3. It is called the gate of Magnesia. We are going to visit typically Greek and Roman city. The city which was constructed, which was built about 3rd century before Christ by Lysimachus. Lysimachus was one of the generals of Alexander the Great. And the city which we are going to visit now is known as the 3rd location of Ephesus, which means the city of Ephesus changed its location for more than 3 times, for 4 different times during the history. I know you are going to ask why. The first reason was war, second reason was malaria, and third reason was earthquakes.
So they moved the whole city due to malaria?
Yeah. So
wow.
We are going to visit the third one, the biggest one, the largest one. Marble like this by using chisel. And they used to lock marble together, of course, with lead and iron. We will see the orchestra of the theater and caveo of the theater. Orchestra was place of giving their own bass performance.
Okay.
It was place of performing, and caveo was place of sitting. That place was the agora. Agora means place of gathering, meeting point, bazaar, where agoraphobia comes from, which is called fear of crowded, fear of open spaces.
Okay.
And when Romans came, the name of agora was changed to forum.
Forum.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like shopping mall.
Okay.
So you see one of the Greek goddess, her name is Nike. The winged goddess of victories and goddess of shoe company, Nike. She is holding wreath, which was made out of the laurel leaves, and they did use it as a sign of victory. It is believed that when she got fly, her skirt got shape of Nike logo, Nike face. Where Nike swoosh came from, as you see. This is the place where Nike swoosh came from. Most important fountain of the city, which we call Fountain of Trajan. In those days, they got their own water by aqueduct system. They had 3 or 4 different lines of aqueduct system in here. The longest one about 43 kilometers.
43 kilometers.
The shortest one 8 kilometers.
Wow.
It is called Latrine or public loo. Just try to imagine. There was a square water pool in the middle to collect rainwater, for air circulation, and for sunlight. And look at the air right behind you. You see, there used to be more than 35-40 seats in here. The seats which are side by side, without separation, without privacy. And they were all made out of the 100% white local marble. In those days, it is believed that early in the morning, they sent their own slaves here to warm the seats up, to warm them up. Then they were coming and they were sitting to talk about business, daily life, neighbors. It was kind of place of chatting and doing their own business. Okay, how they cleaned? They used to clean by running water, or they asked one of their own slave to wait at the end with a sticky sponge on it to wipe the bottoms.
Very cool.
And they used to collect, for example, urine for mouthwash.
For mouthwash?
Yeah.
Urine for mouthwash?
And to protect your clothes from discoloration.
Oh my gosh.
It's one of the highlights of the city. we call Library of Salsas. The library which you see now looks like double storage from the outside, 3 stories from the inside. And it was the 3rd biggest library of the ancient world. The first one in Alexandria with more than 500,000 papyrus. The second one, Pergamon, 200,000. And third one, Salsas in the city of Ephesus, 12,000. Earthquake caused a fire and all got burned and nothing left. There used to be 4 statues of beautiful ladies in the niches. Each statue of beautiful lady showed the characteristic of Salsas. It is believed that in those days, men would like to go to the library more than women, because there was a secret tunnel between library and house of pleasure. Okay, honey, I'm going to go to the library to read book. Then they escape by the tunnel to place of pleasure. It is called Marble Street. It was one of the most important streets of the city, which was with a drainage system underneath all the way down to the harbor. You see, typically Greek and Roman theater, which date back to 3rd century before Christ. It is believed that during the Roman period enlarged this theater according to the 10% of city population. If you know the city population, divided by 10 to learn capacity of theater. So this theater was with capacity of 25,000. Marble Street, it was one of the longest, busiest and largest street of the city. Wood shop on the right side, wood shop on the left side. And each of the own shop had a wooden roof. So a customer could do shopping in the shade and seller could protect their goods from the sunlight and rain. There had been welcome ceremonies in there. It is believed that Mark Antony and Cleopatra welcomed there.
Alright, we just had an amazing tour with Dervis here. There was a lot of the tour that I did not put on camera. There's a link to his information below, and you go check him out.
With best wishes.
Alright guys, thank you very much.
Ice cream.
Eat some ice cream.
Yes, Turkish ice cream. Take it. Yes, my friend. Okay, here. Come on. Yes. Okay, here. Come on. Take it, my friend. Okay, here. Come on. Yes, please. Ice cream. Thank you. Hey, take it, brother. Take it. Thank you, bye bye. Okay. Where's ice cream? Come on. Here. Come here. If you can catch, it's free. Take it.
Like catch it, it's right.
Yeah. Oh my God. Very good. Bye bye. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I got it.
Oh my God. Derviş abi.